And not many surprises. I don't know. Maybe I should actually ask you guys, what caught your eye? Let me start to my left with that.
I think for me, what caught my eye was the team of the year. I did not expect. It's been a while since I've seen rugby being featured, especially as a team, not as an individual. So I think Abras winning the sports team of the year, it's warranted. And also surprise for coach of the year, Jafet Munala. So I think for me those are my surprises.
Why are you surprised about Munala?
I don't know. I just felt like maybe it's because also
It's going with this rugby feeling, Mwanja.
No, okay, but I think Munala deserved it. He took KCB to the Africa Club title. KCB have been out for a while. He's just taken over KCB. Was at Pipeline. And then I think he defeated Al Ahly and Esperance and Club Africain along the way. I think that was quite something. To beat 3 North African teams in a championship in Tunisia is quite something. And then he's now planning to win the league. But winning the club title for KCB was quite
First
something.
time KCB have won it since 2009, I think.
Yes.
No, they lost to Ahly in 2009. And the first time a Kenyan team has won it since 2013.
Yes. Because mostly it's the semi-final and it's normally either Pipeline or Prison. So KCB managed to go through Pipeline, Prisons and go through to the final. To me, it was quite something.
Yeah, so that's in the team of the year women. Of course, there was also I'm trying to remember. I know the Nairobi Water ladies were also right there in the mix, and the Kenya Lionesses, of course, they were second. So Kenya Lionesses were second, Dennis Mwanja's ladies, and then you had Nairobi Water. Really good to see handball because it's not a sport you see often.
Yes.
Really good to see handball show up and sort of be like, we are also part of this. We also to be part of the guys that are in the running. So that was in that. In the most promising, who did we see? In the girls, there was a girl. She's called Medina Okot. Tall girl, 18-year-old. Really, really good defensively. Plays basketball. She's a key member of the under-23 team, the 3x3 team, and she won it. And she beat top girls because Faith Cherotich, world under-20 champion, came in second. And then you had a young weightlifter who actually came in her school kit, called Rachel.
Wow,
really cute to see them in their school uniform. Even Faith was in her school uniform. Because they look so small.
Yeah.
You can't, but so that was in the most promising. I liked the mix of it. It's basketball.
It's almost all disciplines.
Weightlifting, and then there's athletics. In the boys, there's a boy who's 16, who is based in SA. Andrew Ahome, the brother also plays golf. Matthew, really good to see him again become number one, and good to see his mom come on to receive there because of course he's back in school. Really good. I like it when you see parents who are supporting their kids in things like that. It's really cool. There's a boy, Reynold Kipkoril, the world under 20 1500 meter champion, was second, and third was a boy who played again judoka, David Bayer. Yes, really cool. I like that mix. I like to see different sports.
I'm interested in finding out how is it selected, because we've is there a short list that is done prior? What is just an idea? I just want to understand an idea.
Ideally, we do like a whole nomination list. So we are a panel of judges who are journalists drawn from most media houses in the country. So you've got Ayumba from The Nation, you've got myself, you've got Mbaisi from The Star, Waindi from The People Daily, Hassan Juma from KTN. So we are a group of journalists. So you come together and then you start off. So everyone, you bring in all the names. So everyone goes, you do your research, you bring in all the names, and then you now go cutting them down.
Okay.
You cut all of them down until you've got 5 finalists. Then from the 5, you go to the 3. Then from the 3, you go to your 1, 2, 3. Yes. So you look at various things. What has someone done for the country? What has someone achieved for themselves? How unique is what they have done? Because like now when you think about a guy like judo, for you to be in judo and get a silver at the Africa level, you think about it, how often do you hear it? For you to be a weightlifter in high school and be at the Commonwealth Games, at 16. So you look at all those things and you're able to come up with sort of an argument or an argument for why this one deserves, why this one does. And then of course ultimately you sit down as a group and you vote.
Maybe just to bring if all of us our listeners are not quite up to speed, maybe just to give them a breakdown a bit. The sports woman of the year was Faith Kipyegon.
Yes, her second one in a row.
Angela Okutoi. Of course my question is going to be drawn from that, but I just wanted us all to be on the same page. And then there's British Chebet in third. Sportsman of the year, Eliud. as expected. Ferdinand Manyala and Emmanuel Korir. And then there's sportsman living with disability, which I really appreciate. This is a very, very good category to bring up, to appreciate everybody across the board. There's Simon Kibai, athletics slash Deaflympics. Isaac Makoha, golf. Ian Kahiga, Deaflympics. And then sportswoman living with disability, Helen Wawira. Is it powerlifting?
Yeah, she's a weightlifter.
Yes, Nancy Chelangat, Paralympics, and then Sarah Kimani. And then as Bernadette Torres Cabaras, Sports Team of the Year. And then Sportswomen Team of the Year is KCB, deservedly again, in my opinion, the KCB volleyball team. Here's my question, James. How do you split now between if I can just get this, between Faith and Angela, for example, as a panel, or Eliud and Omanyala as a panel? Because on face value, all of them really, really stood out.
You state out the case of each one, and then it boils down to a vote. So you say, Angie has done this, Faith has done this, Beatrice Chebet. Let me tell you, the women's was terribly hard.
I can imagine.
Was terribly hard because right there at number 4, it's so close, Mary Mora.
Which has been amazing in the 800.
Yes, so just to be able to, you can imagine, just to be able to come to a level and see. So how do you put Mary Mora versus Beatrice Chebet, and then versus Faith Kipyegon, and then versus Angela Okutoi? So it boils down to a lot of small, tiny things. At times it's obvious. I've been in panels where it's been obvious. I'll give you an example. When Rudisha won the world Olympic gold in London with the world record,
a no-brainer.
It's obvious from day one. It's like, Rudisha is going to win because it's obvious. But then there are times when it's very, very close, especially in a year when there's been a lot of stuff and different stuff.
Yes.
So you have to sit there and think, what has Angela done? What has Faith done? What has Beatrice done? Who goes ahead of who, and why do you think that? So ultimately, those meetings are, let me just say, they get very hot under the collar. Because everyone has a